if you're not believing this, you're kind of wrong.
You're wrong.
The thing is,
no,
though,
it's not kinda. You're wrong.
You're wrong.
You're
like,
wrong.
with the thing is, though, like, welcome to the Endless Sauce podcast. This is episode I don't even know. I'm your host, Booth Killer, and this your host,
Riser.
So today we're gonna be talking about cancel culture. All right, whether it exists, whether someone can really truly be canceled. Let's start the conversation. What do you think?
It's needed to stop people for acting reckless online, as in the people that are predatory, the people that are going too far, the people that are mistreating others. It's needed. It depends on how bad what the person did. Let's say for predatory reasons, lock that nigga up, send him to jail, right? But if you cancel somebody for like a racist slur or a hate speech that said way in the past, I don't say destroy his platform, cancel him, kick him out of whatever he built. I say give him time to rehabilitate, give him time to learn from his mistakes and still come back to his platform that he grew up, he built himself, that it took him years to make. Because these creators take a lot of hard work and dedication and every moment of their lives to make whatever they build, like the Twitter, YouTube, TikToks. You know, I'm talking about those specific creators that was like kicked out of social media because of those things they said in the past. Not talking about predatory or other like killing somebody or something like that. We're just talking about like speeches they said. Give them time to learn their mistakes and get back into what they build and continue making content for people like you and us, right? And that's what I think about it. You know, it shouldn't be, oh, he said something in the past wrong, that's it for him, GG, that's the end of his life, go back to doing a normal job or go back to school, we don't want you here in social media no more. Nah, that's not right.
I think you highlight a very important point about the, like, there's no forgiveness in cancel culture.
Right.
The thing is, like, the way I see it is like people nowadays, like, we live in a society where it's like a lot of group mentality. So essentially where what one person thinks, everyone's gonna adopt the same kind of thinking. Especially with Twitter, you see a post that has like 1,000 likes, not even 1,000, a couple 100,000 likes maybe, and it's like you might read that and start believing that as your personal truth. Right. So it's like when somebody gets canceled, it's so easy to get like, okay, damn, like for you as a person who uses Twitter or uses social media, it's like you can easily be persuaded into that group of people that's like, yo, I kind of don't fuck with this, so I'm gonna just kind of think the same way everybody else is thinking.
Right.
The thing is, though, like, we all make mistakes,
right.
You know, and what someone said at maybe 10 years ago shouldn't necessarily be held to their like standard, you know, like it shouldn't be held against them 10 years later.
Right.
But the internet is unforgiving.
Right.
You know, and if you like, a lot of celebrities go through it. You know what I'm saying? Like Sabrina, what's her name? Sabrina Claudio went through it. That's one artist. Daniel Caesar went through it. A lot of artists, they go through it.
I'll go through it
for saying, like, you know what I'm saying? For saying some shit like that people did not fuck with. Right. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is,
it's like an unpopular opinion.
Yeah.
But it's unpopular now, but it wasn't unpopular back then. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, some people have racist past though.
Right.
Or maybe they might have said something a little like subtly racist on the internet.
True.
So people get kind of, you feel me?
I'm also looking at the other fact that it was okay to say back then, but now it's not. You get what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying.
Right.
Yeah. Because the thing is, like, a lot of things, people are more aware to shit nowadays. Right. So with things that like might like piss people off.
Yo, Gen Z.
Is
slow down, Gen Z. Calm down with the comments.
People that might piss people off nowadays. There's a lot of shit that can piss people off.
Literally
anything can piss people off. So like, it's like,
it doesn't matter.
You really have to be nowadays. It's like you got to be careful.
It's nowadays is more of like, if your opinion doesn't really side with the masses, then you shouldn't really say it like that. That's how like they're kind of gatekeeping you for truly speaking your opinion. Because if it's because now it seems like the masses are the morals. You know what I'm saying? If
For sure,
they don't agree with it, you're wrong. Period.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter.
OD. We've definitely gotten to a point in our society where it's like, yo, like
the majority rules.
If you're not believing this, you're kind of wrong.
You're wrong.
The thing is,
no,
though,
it's not kind of. You're wrong.
You're wrong.
You're
like,
wrong.
with the thing is, though, like, we have all different beliefs. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
a lot of people, even when it comes down to politics, some people believe certain things in politics that are more like progressive and maybe like, you know, not really with the traditional times.
Right.
Like same-sex marriage could be just an example.
Right.
You feel me? Like, some people believe like, all right, yo, two people who are the same sex should be able to get married, or any type of, you know, like thing that might seem like to you, okay, this seems like, yo, this is a forward thinker.
Right.
But the thing is, we have to be able to all accept our differences.
Right.
No one's wrong because they think a different thing from you. You know what I'm saying? Just because someone, just because someone necessarily doesn't believe the same thing as you doesn't necessarily mean they're wrong. You feel me?
Right.
I mean, you might not agree, but I'm just, in my opinion, like, that's the beauty of life, bro, that we all really have different opinions. I understand, like, certain opinions, like, sometimes it feels like, yo, your opinion is just right.
Right.
Like, yo, it can be anything, like, literally, like abortion, just in general. We're not getting into those deep topics, but we're just saying, like, certain people feel a certain way that they feel like they're right. But the thing is, everyone feels like they're right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Because
it's just exactly.
Their own
Everyone experienced something that you might have not experienced, that essentially, like, it's gonna be two different point of views. It's gonna be two different perspectives.
So if that's the case, then what about cancel culture? I have to go back into that cancel culture. Would you say, because the way you're talking is like both of them are neutral? It's like there's a neutral territory between cancel somebody or not to cancel somebody.
The thing is, cancel culture only exists on the internet.
Right.
The thing is, it like, you can't really cancel somebody.
Yes, you can.
No, you can't.
Yes, you can. Like, let's say for a big creator, like
in
like
a sense,
PewDiePie, for example.
In a sense,
right?
yes.
Let's say PewDiePie, right? If he gets, actually, now that I think about it, remember when PewDiePie actually did get canceled because he said the N-word, right? And he apologized. They tried to cancel him, but ultimately they didn't.
That's why I'm saying.
And he still got his platform back.
That's what I'm saying. You can't really cancel somebody. The thing is, you can lose your followers.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You can lose a group of people that just don't fuck with you no more.
Okay, so it's not about the size, it's mainly about the creator.
But the creator can still have the ability to still do what he wants. People still release music. People cancel Daniel Caesar. He's still releasing music.
They did.
People cancel. The thing is, maybe you might not have the same amount of attention that you had as before, but to really cancel somebody, it's not possible. People have been trying to cancel. I'm gonna give an example. Ian Connor. Do you know Ian Connor?
No.
All right, he's like an influencer that basically, like, a lot of people say that he raped a couple girls.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, like, they've been trying to cancel him for a minute.
But the thing is,
he's still kind of relevant. He drops clothes, people still buy his clothes.
Okay, but did they prove?
So is he really canceled?
The question is that did they prove that he actually did do those things?
The thing is, wasn't really any concrete proof for him. Like, he's not locked up right now because of that.
Okay.
I
see what you mean.
He had a couple other shit,
right,
like charges for other shit. Right. But for that specific thing they were trying to cancel him for, they didn't really do it.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? That's why I'm saying cancel culture doesn't really exist.
Okay.
It only exists on the internet. It's an internet thing. You can't really cancel somebody.
Well,
people are still gonna be out in this world doing what they want to do, no matter what people on the internet think.
But what I will say is that cancel culture will have an impact on your mental, and it'll make it seem like you really are canceled in a way. Like, you can't even go out. Like, depending on the type of creator you are, how big you are, right? You can't really go out without being noticed. You can't see anything on social media without being attacked or ridiculed. Your family members, your friends, everybody will attack you. Because I saw this video of of this person, this Twitch streamer, I believe, or YouTuber, Twitch streamer, something like that. He was part of the gaming community, and he got canceled because of some mistreating that he was doing to his girlfriend. I forgot his name, but basically, he got canceled to a point where he couldn't do nothing. So he took that opportunity to be by himself and train himself and understand himself better. To get better with himself, understand himself, right? And within that 1 year, it affected him so, like, the beginning affected him so badly that, he was like, why are people doing this to me? Like, it was a mistake. I didn't know it was bad. I want to get to know, like, I want to fix my mistakes and get better. But it seems like people are not giving me the opportunity to do that. You get what I'm saying? Like, cancel culture, even though you say it may not exist, it pushes you to the wall of, like, I don't know, I can come back from this.
For sure. I think it depends, because there's certain degrees of it. It might be like your group of people that don't fuck with you no more. It could be like the world as not even like the world, but a huge amount of people essentially like just don't fuck with you no more. You know what I'm saying? But how many people can you list that have been successfully canceled?
Good question. I mean,
you know what I'm saying? That's something to think about too.
A good amount though.
The thing is, people are still out here, bro.
I think it's the way people like reflect after them being quote unquote canceled, and the way they communicate with the masses or their viewers. To say, it just depends how you handle it. If anything, if you don't handle it in the right way, properly explaining yourself and properly apologizing, whatever it may be, you just still need to, like, that's the thing. It's crazy. Even though it's in the past, you still need to apologize. That's just.
But the thing is, some people feel like those apologies is just because you got canceled. So, like, let's say right now,
I don't look to that. If it's about what somebody said in the past, you can't do anything about it. You have to. It's either you apologize or you don't. There's no way of looking at it. What do you mean? You apologize because you got caught because something happened in the past. Of course I'm gonna apologize. What else am I supposed to do? You're literally giving me no room to change myself, better myself, and show that I've changed. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, that's fucked up. You're just literally cornering the person, and technically you're gonna make them into a victim.
Yeah,
with doing this. So
that's the biggest problem with it, is that people change. It's like those opinions that you had when you, like, so maybe it's not always when you were a kid, or maybe when you were a teenager. It's like we all don't have the same mentality that we did when we were a younger person,
right?
And it's like you experience different things, and you're not that same person. Like, let's say someone held you to like let's say you say, okay, yo, I don't like ice cream. You didn't like ice cream when you were 10, and then when you were like 20, you were like, yo, I like ice cream. Right. And someone held that against you, like, yo, bro, when you were 10, you didn't like ice cream, bro. Why you like ice cream right now? Like, you know what I'm saying? That's the problem with it. It's like people change and people evolve over time. But the way the internet makes it seem, it's like, yo, you can't. If you had that opinion when you were that age, you still have that opinion now.
Okay, so then
you can't really ever really tell if someone, you know what I'm saying, still has that opinion. But
so that will
you gotta allow people to change.
But that will bring up the question that, okay, if that's the case, with your analogy you brought up, you were young. How about the people that made the mistake at the age of like 19, 20, and what you tweeted out at that time, saying some dumb shit, haunts you when you build your platform when you're at the age of 35.
The thing is, it's up to the people who support the person to see, like, yo, can I really still fuck with this person? Because the thing is, bro, the only reason why they're on is because people like you support them.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? That's why the whole thing exists. Because it's like, yo, it's this person that we fucked with. Like, we put them on a pedestal, and you like, yo, they kind of let us down a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So it's up to you, kind of like, yo. Like, the thing is, that's how the internet is. The internet is so fucked up. It's like, you think you know these people. You don't know anybody.
I do say that
internet.
It just depends how you communicate with your viewers and how much they know you for you.
OD. The thing is, though, don't get it fucked up. You don't know them.
Right.
You do not know whatever. person
I still believe
like so much, you idolize, you don't know them, bro.
I still believe that, you know, we come to a point where everybody's taking everything too sensitive. Like everything is too sensitive.
For sure.
Well, depending on whatever the person's getting canceled for, it may be too sensitive. Like you're taking it too seriously.
Certain things are a little bit inexcusable. You know
All
what
right,
I'm saying?
right,
Like,
for sure.
You can never really tell if that person still has those attitudes in their brain, because you know you can't just tell. But the thing is, certain things, like if you're grown enough to know certain things, like it just shouldn't be valid. Like if you're being racist at an age where you know, like, yo, you know everything, that's not valid, bro. And people shouldn't be supporting people who have those type of views. You know what I'm saying? That all it goes back to is like, you gotta, like, people who, you know what I'm saying, you should not idolize, but you should essentially look to people who have at least something that you like, the values that you
a good moral compass. I do say
for
so
real,
myself.
for real.
It's not even about what your values reflect on somebody else. It's just about having a good moral compass. You know, there's no right from wrong. Simple as that. You may get that from somebody, but also build it yourself. Be aware. Look at your surroundings. You know, some people will feel some type of way if you just talk about their skin tone, how they look, how they act, how they feel. You know, don't act like you don't. You know.
Yeah.
Just be aware of your surroundings. That's all.
Yeah, for sure.
That's all I have to say.
You shouldn't be like looking at people who, like, you know, somewhat, like, I'm not saying they have to have the same values as you, but the people that you know what I'm saying, you look up to and shit, like, really ask yourself, like, yo, why do I look up to this person? You feel me? What do I like about this person? Because you can't, I'm honest, dead ass, bro. It's real shit.
Right.
Because the thing is, like, you look up to people and it's like, they just, like, they're not really on that timing, bro. Like, no, dead ass. I'm so dead ass, bro. The thing is, like, it's crazy, bro. Like, you might look up to someone and they just really not. They ain't shit. Real shit.
Right.
They ain't shit.
Right.
You feel me? Like, that's it. No cap.
I do want to have a side segment about, can you be friends with somebody that have a different opinion than you?
Of course.
That's not what a lot of people are saying, man. Like,
I
for
mean,
example, if you vote for Trump and I say, I don't fuck with Trump because this, that, and third, and going against everything I stand for, why should we be friends?
It goes
You're
back
going
to,
against everything I stand for.
I mean, it goes back to values, but the thing is, that's the beauty of life, bro. Variety is the spice of life. The fact that we're all different is what makes this existence, like, kind of a good existence. If we were all the same, it would be boring. We couldn't challenge each other on certain things. You know what I'm saying?
But then again,
we even had this conversation. It's like, yo, like, we need that kind of polarity.
Right.
Essentially, it can't just be like, oh, okay, we hop on this and, like, okay, you agree, I agree, it's cool.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It can't be like that. It wouldn't be fun to watch. But it's the fact that we have different opinions and the fact that we can argue for different shit. That's cool.
And try to come to.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and try exactly. That's the most important thing. Trying to essentially noticing that you guys might not have the same exact opinions about shit, but essentially coming to a conclusion that's like, okay, we can agree, we can agree to disagree. Right. You know what I'm saying?
And this goes for you too, guys.
It would be boring to be the same.
You know, even though our opinions are our opinions, you guys can chime in and let us know in the comments below, so we can have this conversation and see what you guys are talking about versus what we are talking about. And see where we can come to a conclusion.
For sure. And you might have your own opinion about shit, and that's completely valid. The fact that is, like, you really need to just be able to form your own opinion about everything.
And another fact is, there's no right
and there's no wrong. Essentially. You know what I'm saying? With subjects like this, it's so subjective. You know what I'm saying? It's no, like, okay, this is the right answer, this is the wrong answer. You know what I'm saying? It's like, here's what I heard and here's what I think. You feel me?
Right.
And that's really how you really, like, live life on a different kind of, when you're able to kind of see things and hear things and interpret things and make your own decision about them, that's when you're really gonna grow as a person.
Right.
Because, like, you're not just kind of taking somebody else's opinion. We live in a society where it's like so much things are being forced upon people, and so many things are being like, you have to think like this, think like this, think like this. But if you can essentially form your own opinion, really think and ponder about certain shit, you can really essentially progress in life, because you're not following what everybody else is thinking. You really have your own opinion. You know what I'm
Sometimes I
saying?
do think ignorance is bliss, because sometimes I really
For
don't, I
sure.
don't want to. I don't want to
For
be like
sure.
thinking too much, knowing too much. I just
For
want
sure.
to.
The thing is, knowledge comes with a price sometimes. Knowing too much can hurt you. Like, I think about sometimes with me and myself, like with self-awareness, like I might be too self-aware sometimes.
Right.
Like, I can realize that, you know, like I'm seeing things from all angles that it might hurt me sometimes. You know what I'm saying? It's like you can, like, for me, like sometimes I might be able to like be so self-aware that I can't might not even be able to form an opinion, because like I just see everything from every angle. You get what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
And here's the world question of the day.
Cap.
If you were, and like, since you spoke about seeing everything in different angles, I hope the viewer can see the different angles of you and the hoodie and the glasses on, because I don't think they see the angle that I'm seeing. You feel me? What I'm seeing is a different side. They will never see it, but I'm seeing.
But the thing is, bro, every time we hop on this, like, I want to bring a different energy. You know, you get what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I know I got my, like, honestly, this is just the physical. This is what you see. But like, this physical doesn't matter. You get what I'm saying? It's the content of what I'm saying that matters. And that's why I really try to, you know, kind of stress, essentially. Like, this, I'm kind of right now, like, it's just me kind of like, yo, I don't really want to be perceived a little bit, but I know a lot of people can relate to that.
Right.
But like, it's like, I'd rather just you focus on what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm focusing.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like, even like freaking, like, a lot of artists have done that too, where they kind of, like, a big example, MF Doom, like, he didn't want people to like focus on, oh, look at his face and shit. No, he wanted like people to focus on what he was saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, right now, I just really want you to focus on what I'm saying. I really kind of put my hood on, because, you know what I'm saying, my hair not looking great, like all that good and shit.
You don't gotta explain
You know
yourself
what I'm
to them,
but
do you, bro?
you get what I'm saying?
Do you?
I just want you to focus on what we're saying, because what we're saying is important.
And that is your weekly sauce.
Weekly sauce, man. Thank you guys for watching. We appreciate y'all. Keep running it up. Keep being true to yourself. And yeah.
Let us know any comments or topics
Anything, yeah.
you
for
guys
sure.
want us to talk
Drop it
about.
down.
Get over, talk about, discuss, react. We are limitless with Endless Sauce. Okay,
Oh, God.
there's nothing that's gonna stop us from talking that talk, unless we're being accused of something crazy or getting canceled. Because I am not seeing that.
I know they're gonna bring this up against me when it's time, man.
Bro. Someday.
It's whatever.
Someday.
Hey, I was
Wait.
3 years old at the time. So
Can you stare at the camera for meme reasons?
Hmm?
Can you just look at the camera for meme reasons?
So funny.
Bro,